Asher Nolting needs no introduction. He graduated High Point University as one of the highest scoring college lacrosse players of all time. For years, we got to watch him pick apart defenses in college, and now we're about to watch him do the same thing in the pros. Today, I'm going to play Asher some of his best clips and get his reactions to them. I'm Jake. You usually see me on Lax Weekly. Today, I'm making a video for TLN, and let's get into it. So Asher, this is one of my favorite plays in all of college lacrosse. You get this ground ball here, then you do a cross-handed shot, then you do this awesome celebration. Tell us what was going on in this play.
I caught a lot of flack for the rake ground ball, but it ended up working out. And then here I was gonna try to pass it when I saw, I think that's Justin Anderson run up on me to the lefty attackman, and then I was like, oh well, he's covered. So then it kind of throws like a fake right there, and then I was like, oh, all right, now I'm in a very awkward spot. So I was like, all right, just try to put something on net. So then I put the backhander on net. And not a lot was going through my head there. I mean, at first it was definitely to try to get a pass off after the ground ball.
And tell me a little bit more about the celebration.
Yeah, no, I think it's kind of funny. I don't even know what the score was, but I think, we always do. We try to celebrate, any good plays and, get the guys fired up a little bit. So I was hoping that did that a little bit. That's by far, I think that's my favorite celebration in sports and hockey, and especially in hockey. Is sweep the ice. I think the hockey celebrations are by far the best. So just try to get somewhat close to it. Not as cool, but definitely tried.
So are you a big hockey fan?
I've been a hockey fan my whole life. I never played. They made me wear figure skates to learn, so I thought that was about it for me. Been watching the Avs all these last couple of years for playoffs and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
And what about this shot? You basically take it through the entire defense here and score.
We actually were supposed to run a play, and we messed it up pretty early there. So 4 seconds left, I kind of just had to take the ball into my own hands. The Mercer actually did a good job turning me back and sliding. I just tried to make if I could make the first guy kind of just glance off me, I knew I had a chance to get a shot off. Luckily, he hit my left shoulder, and then I kind of just jumped up and tried to get a decent shot on net, and it ended up working out for us. And we ended the half going up 1.
And what about this play? Your teammate Braden Maya gets this huge right here, and then you rip a nice outside shot.
I think he's probably the best riding attackman in the country. I think he leads the key pretty close every year for leading the country and cause turnovers as an attackman. He did an unbelievable job here. He just smokes the dude, and we get a ground ball opportunity. I'm open in the middle of the field, and honestly, I think if anyone on my team could know that, I think they'd probably say that's a little bit out of my range almost, especially with just riding the ball back. So I shot it, and I was like, man, I hope this goes in or I miss, because otherwise we're gonna have another long ride. So yeah, no, it was a great play by Mayo. He set that whole thing up, and then yeah, luckily I canned that one.
Okay, so now for some important questions: mac and cheese or pizza?
Oh, that's a tough one. I gotta go mac and cheese probably. I love pizza, and I think that's a tough one. I feel like a lot of people would give me some flack for this, but yeah, I'd probably have to go mac.
Okay, would you rather be able to eat waffles but never have bagels again, or bagels and never eat waffles again?
Bagels and never a waffle again. I love bagels. I think that's a good Sunday thing that was our Sunday thing at High Point. We'd always get bagels on Sunday. I've never been a waffle guy. I've always been a pancake guy. So yeah, no, I don't have issues losing waffles.
And pick one of these that you never eat again.
I'd have to go brownies. I'm not a big brownie guy either. I don't like brownies. I've never been a really big, I actually don't like cake in general, so never been a big birthday cake guy or anything like that. So yeah, no, I'd definitely give up brownies for that one.
Okay, now back to more lacrosse. One of your most iconic plays in your college lacrosse career. This was against UVA. You do a little dodge, a behind the back. Break this one down for us.
This play is pretty cool because the start of the play is dope by my good friend and teammate Taylor Acker. He does a dope job with the flip over the top to Chris Young right there, which is an unbelievable start to the play. Chris Young, 48. He didn't like the ball and his stick very long. He was a Canadian finisher, so I knew he'd probably get it up to me pretty quickly. And so yeah, once he threw it to me in the middle there, I kind of saw that I think it was a UVA offensive midi, so I kind of wanted to attack pretty early there. And I knew if I could get him to commit one way and just make a move, I knew the slide would probably be coming to the back somewhere. So I knew if I could just run through a quick little check right there at the end, I could, try to get something on net. And then when I saw the slide to my face come that quickly, I was like, might as well maybe try to throw behind the back here. And, I'm exposing myself here because the secret's coming out. I did try to put that bottom left, and it kind of stayed up on me, and it went top left, and it actually worked out. I've had a lot of opportunities to score goals like that, and I normally can't see it because I'll get hit, or I don't see it where it goes. But shot it, didn't really see it, and then just heard people kind of go crazy, and I got up and I was like, wow, that was finally I got one of those to go.
Give us more context here. Y'all beat UVA. This was a huge deal.
I think this is a 1-goal game. I think we're down 1-2, and I throw this, and so had that not gone in, I probably would have gotten a pretty big earful from Coach Torpy. But it was an unbelievable experience. Beating UVA, and I think we also beat Duke that year at Duke. So that 19 team was really special. Obviously, we had a ton of studs on that team. We had Timmy Troutner, Chris Young, a lot of Ben Baker, a lot of under the radar guys that were. Those wins were awesome.
And what was the reaction to that play after the game when you got on ESPN?
I got on the bus. We won. We did the family tailgate. We got our food or whatever, and we all got on the bus, and people were just like, man, wait, you haven't taken your phone out yet? What are you doing? I was like, all right, I'll look. And my phone was blowing up. I had a ton of people following me. I think I had at one point, because I was private at the time too, so I think at one point I had 400 and some odd follow requests, and I was like, whoa, what's going on? I was like, and I had to shut my phone off for a little bit because I was getting so much, my Instagram was blowing up so much for a little bit. And so it was a really cool experience. Every kid dreams of being on SportsCenter. So to get home that night too, and then to see myself on SportsCenter was another awesome opportunity. Super cool moment.
And tell us more about your teammate Braden Maia. You talk about him a lot, and it seems like he's a little bit of an under the radar guy.
Yeah, I think that the things that kid can do and does, for us in the last 2 years. I mean, like I said, I think he's the best riding attackman in the country. But also his ground ball play. I mean, or as he calls them, Lucy's, as the Canucks up north said. And then obviously his finishing ability is second to none. I'm super excited to see him continue to grow and show people what he can do.
Okay, now tell us about this absolutely filthy game winner right here.
First home game of the year. Pretty awesome game. I think we literally tied the game with 15 seconds left. To get the tie game. My man Jackson Lamb put the game tire on, and so we actually end up losing the face-off in overtime. They go down. Parker Green makes an unbelievable save. We go the other way and we get the ball back, call timeout. And this was a setup play again, kind of similar to the one we saw in Mercer, but this time he didn't go to the V-hold, so I knew I could probably attack topside. And actually, I feel a little selfish, but I'll say it. I think if the camera was wider, you see that guy slide to my face. There's a midi. The play was for the midi. If that guy slid, the midi in front of me, I believe was Hunter Vines, would be wide open for an 8-yard step down. And as soon as I saw him slide a little late and I got my hands free a little bit here, I was like, I got to take the shot, And so, turned the corner here hard, took the shot and put it in a good spot on the goal. Again, another one where I can't see where it goes. And so then I was just listening for the crowd and the team. And so I heard them go crazy. And so, and I was like, oh, sweet, that's a winner. And got up and just celebrated with the boys. It was a good time.
And one of my favorite parts of your game to me is your confidence. So tell us where you got that from and how younger players can become more confident.
That's a good question. I think for me, obviously coming from a non-traditional hotbed in Colorado, that chip on my shoulder got pretty big when I showed up freshman year, just because people weren't giving me as much respect because I didn't come from a Maryland or a Connecticut or a Philly or any of those places. So Coach Torpy did an unbelievable job instilling a lot of confidence in me from a young age. I think, my first college game was Duke, and I think we ended up getting blown out too. So it was, kind of a rough start, but again, it's the same thing of if I can hang with those guys, I can hang with anyone. And that young guys out there, I think that, the more work you put in, the more confidence you also grow. I used to shoot all the time, wall ball all the time, all that stuff, just to get that confidence and to know that you have the ability to do these things. And it'll all pay off, and that'll just grow your confidence.
Well, that was awesome. Asher Nolting was one of my favorite college lacrosse players on the planet, and I'm so excited to see what he does in the pros. Like I said, I'm Jake with Lax Weekly, today making a video for TLN, and I hope you have a fantastic day.